Good morning? I think it still counts as morning. It's 11:51. It is Sunday, June the 14th. I've been working on homework. It got me to thinking about what has kept me going. You know, this is a struggle for a lot of people. I've had a lot of people say, oh, how do you keep motivated? You are completely able to self-motivate. I don't mean that like, I want to do a bodybuilding show and take first place. I mean, there's got to be a lot of reasons that somebody does something. I want to go back to school. No, you don't want to go back to school. You want to go back to school so that you can learn a subject, so that you can get a better job, so that you can make more money, so that you can have a better life, so that you can have a retirement, so that you can live the life to your fullest. There's got to be multiple motivators. That is where motivation comes in. To get going on a goal, you need to set SMART goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, and time-specific goals. The big goal, say for me, is to do the bodybuilding show in 2022 and do well. But what you need to do is break that down into smaller goals. So to think of SMART goals in more of like a fitnessy way, it would be in like how you build your plan, your macro cycle, your meso cycle, your micro cycles, all of that. You have these little weekly goals that you're trying to reach, your micro cycles. Over the course of a month, say, which is your meso cycle, you have a goal. So like shoulders, arms, lats, that's towards the goal of gaining muscle that is upper body. And all of these mesocycles and microcycles are leading up to this big goal of this macro cycle that says Jema is going to compete in the show. Motivation comes after starting the behavior. You have your mindset that says, hey, maybe I should do this thing. And so you kind of start into it, and then your motivation kicks in. And your motivation is what gets you really going into this. It's kind of like some people, they start into fitness and they're like, yeah, I joined this fitness class. And then they get into it and they're like, actually, this was a lot of fun. Like, I really like going. And then they keep building these habits to make them go. Some people actually, they schedule their motivation time to make sure that they do it, so it becomes a habit. Before COVID-19, I would work out after work. It was an understood thing when I finished work that I was going to go work out. And that was my habit. Whether I wanted to or not, whether I felt like it or not, I had everything ready to go, and all I had to do was just drive past the gym and get there. That's it. That's it. And it was even on my way home, the gym that I chose. It actually takes more motivation to get started on something than it is to finish something. So when I was getting ready for the show, it took a lot to be able to be like, okay, I think I'm actually going to do this show, and then start into working out for the show. That was actually like really difficult to decide that that was the show I was going to do. As I kept going, whether I had highs or lows or problems or anything like that, it didn't take as much to keep going, because it was like, well, I'm already here. For good, for worse, I'm still going to do it. Put in all of this effort, I'm just going to finish it. And when you're at that low point, like right before the show, when you're like, oh my God, can I just be done? It really takes a lot less motivation to continue, because you're like, I'm inches away from doing it. Let's just finish it and be done. Than it does for you to go, that's the show I'm going to do 9 months from now, a year from now. That's it. And even this time around, it's been like that, where it's like, okay, I've picked a show. Now it's time to work. Now it's time to get going. Like, the motivation that I had in the beginning is not going to be the same motivation that I have at the end. I've already picked it. I've already said I'm going to do it. I've already started working towards it. By the time we get to the end, I'm going to be like, can we just do this damn thing? Because I just want to be done. Okay? I just want to be done. And then I want to go back to normal life. So the next thing that I think would be important is setting up your rituals. On Mondays, I weigh in. I am not allowed to have any coffee until I weigh in. So I've set this up, and I do this every single Monday. I get up, I brush my teeth, I scrape my tongue, not in that order, I floss, I peroxide, I grab my coffee, I pour my coffee, I set it beside myself on the counter, and then I weigh in, I log my weight, I do all of this. Once I'm done with that, I can have my coffee. Another great example for a ritual for a normal person that is like just getting into fitness or like getting back into fitness would be pack your bag the night before, your bag for the gym. Pack it with everything you need, including your supplements, including your water, your clothes, your change of clothes, your towel, whatever it is you take with you to the gym, and put it in your car before you go to bed. If it's ready to go when you head out the door, when you get done at work, or maybe you work out before that, it's already with you. You have no excuse not to go except for on you. And that puts the work on you. That makes you go, okay, I'm responsible for this. I've already got my bag. I've already got everything ready to go. It's on me if I go or if I don't go. Rituals also help to jumpstart your motivation. Whether I like it or not, I am actually a very unmotivated person. I'm incredibly lazy. Everything has to be laid out for me and set out and prepped and ready to go, or else not only will I forget, but I won't do it. I actually think that a lot of bodybuilders are like this, is that they're very unmotivated and lazy, and that's why we meal plan and set everything up and have stuff prepped and ready to go. Because we know ourselves, we know we'll forget, we will be like, no, never mind, or I don't want to eat that, or whatever. I've set up small rituals that kick in my motivation. After work, before all of this COVID-19 stuff, I had a ritual. I would get in the truck actually, I'd put in my headphones from my iPod, and I had a few songs that I did as a pump up before I went to the gym. And I would play those songs, and the listening of those songs said, it's time to go work, it's time to pump up yourself, it's time to get ready to go, come on motivation, get there. Typically by the time I finished those 2 to 3 songs, I was ready to go to the gym. The bass was popping. I mean, like, I was like, oh yeah, trap music, bass boost, yeah. And then I'm ready to go to the gym. 9 times out of 10, I didn't actually need any pre-workout because I had already self-motivated. I had already done that intrinsic motivation for myself by having myself be a creature of habit, by having my bag packed ready to go in the vehicle, by having my meals packed ready to go, having all of my stuff ready, having that ritual of listening to the bass boosted trap music. I'm ready to go. My motivation is kicked in. It is in high gear. It's ready to work out. How do you make a motivational habit? This is actually really easy. It's dependent on you. What are your daily habits like? Each task that you give yourself should be moving you towards that end goal. I have small habits that I pick and choose, these small habits that push me towards my main goal. My small habit, making sure that I drink a gallon of water every single day. Making sure that I hit my heightened caloric goals every day. As we keep going, those are going to progress. Each of those habits, or I may add in a few more, you don't want too many. Each of these habits help me to reach that main goal, but I set them up really simplistic. My food is ready to go, my gallon of water is ready to go. However you feel like that this would work for you, that's how you do it. You set up your daily habits as small little things, small little tasks that push you towards that main goal. What are you doing each and every day that leads you to it? A lot of people need like a reminder cue. I have seen people that like on their water jugs write things like this much by this time, by this time, by this time, by this time. That's great. If that helps you, that works. I have done alarms on my phone to make sure that I eat when I'm supposed to, or even get up when I'm supposed to. I have probably on my phone about 30 alarms. That is a great cue for me. It works for me. And it says, Jayma, it's time to get up. Jayma, by now you should be done weighing in on a Monday. Jayma, it's almost time for you to go. Everything should be done and put away. Jayma, it's time to go to work. I kid you not, the amount of alarms on my phone is utterly ridiculous. But it works for me. So you are basically setting up your life around your goal. And there is nothing wrong with that, as long as each one of those pushes you towards that big main goal. Each thing that you do as far as a small task should have... He's learning to crow. Yes, that's his crow. Yeah, you heard that. Anyways. Are we done? I don't know if you know it, but it's noon! He probably just like woke up or something. So, this is hilarious. So there should be some sort... There should be some sort of reward for you hitting your goals for the day. Now, I did mine really, really simply. Now, for some people, the reward is feeling better. I feel better after I drink all my water. I feel great after I've worked out. That is a reward for me. So this isn't me treating myself for drinking all my water or for having ate all my food or doing my workout. This is a treat for me saying, you know, good work. That was hard. That was really hard. So you do it in your own way. If you do a reward type system, make sure that it's something that you do consistently. So if you have a reward for drinking all of your water, like say, if I drink all of my water, I can have a hot tea. I really enjoy herbal hot tea. Okay, do that every single time. If you have a reward for eating all of your food that says, if I eat all of my food and do this right, I get a piece of chocolate, then do that every single time, or do something like that every single time. If you set everything up so that you'd be crazy not to do it, it makes it easy. That's what I'm saying when I say I'm lazy, when I say that I'm unmotivated. I have set everything up in my life to fulfill a goal, to finish a mission, to get to my big goals. And I make sure that everything that I do in my day, I make it so easy to do it that I'd be stupid not to do it. If your bag is in the back of your vehicle and you are headed home and you drive the route that goes by the gym, or you pick a gym that is like right near your house, you'd be stupid not to go. You already got everything with you. You're already prepared. All you have to do is go inside. The motivation will kick in as soon as you walk through those doors. So why not do it? As you're going through these things, make them harder and harder to do. Just a little bit. Just a slight little bit harder and harder to do. I didn't actually start out with a gallon of water. I actually started out with this very large pink, like rosy pink bottle that I had to finish every day. Once I started finishing it, and I was doing it regularly, I increased it to 2 bottles. By the time I finished those 2 bottles, I increased it to 3 bottles. By the time I'd done that, now it's a gallon. By the time I get done with this prep, it'll probably be about 1.5 gallons. That's where I was with the last prep, but it's probably around in there. I'm slowly increasing the intensity on this to make it slightly harder. I've already built that habit harder and harder. I didn't start out at the calories I am now. I actually started out a lot less, at slightly lower than my maintenance because I'd been sick for so long and I wasn't focusing. And then I brought it to my maintenance. I got done with that and I brought it up. And I brought it up. By the time I get done with this bulk, who knows where I'm going to be? But I'm slowly increasing the difficulty. If you slowly increase the intensity, it's easy. You don't need a lot of motivation to do it. It's actually really, really easy. I have set up my life, my diet, my studies, my everything around this so that it is so stupid easy. So stupid easy. I'd be dumb not to follow it. How easy is that? Do you really need motivation to do that? I mean, now if you jump headfirst into something, if you've never done a diet, or you haven't been following a diet, you haven't been working out, you haven't been, studying, working on your finances, anything, and you dive headfirst into something, that's difficult. That's incredibly difficult. And that takes a shit ton of motivation that you may not have. So why not slowly set up your life to work towards that, so you don't have to have a lot of motivation, so that you don't have to think about it, so that you don't have to put all of this crazy psycho effort into something to get to that big goal. So how do you have the right mindset? How do you stay motivated? Set small attainable goals. Small attainable goals that go towards like a middle goal, building your muscles on your upper body. Okay, if I eat right, if I drink all my water, eat all my food, and get the recovery I need, those are all helping me build muscle. Increase the intensity of them. As you keep going, that gets you on the way to the big goal. Set your whole life around it. Make them small. Make them easy. Set cues if you have to. Set rewards if you have to. And then keep going. And if you do that, you're going to get there too, whatever the goal is. Anyways, I got to get back to working out. This is the kinesiology section, and it's a lot. So I'm going to get back to working on this. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy. Don't forget to never stop improving.